couple days ago, I was watching a Cape Haji video, and then this morning I was reading the Bible. And as I'm reading the Bible, I was reading Revelation, and I combined a couple of videos that she's made into what I was reading, and I really wanted to make a video about that. So let's get started here. My name is Ryan. I renamed my channel. It's Ex-Catholic Reads the Bible. Long title, but maybe effective. I don't know.
Posted this. For so many years, people have been saying that Elvis and I look alike. Now this pic has been going all over the place. What do you think?
I am thrilled to be back in Tupelo. I love Tupelo. Home of thousands of hard-working American patriots and the proud birthplace of the king of rock and roll, Elvis. Elvis! We love Elvis. I shouldn't say this. You'll say I'm very conceited because I'm not. But other than the blonde hair, when I was growing up, they said I looked like Elvis. You see that? Did you believe it? I always considered that a great compliment. We love Elvis, don't we? In fact, we just gave Elvis the Medal of Freedom Award at the White House. I never met Elvis. Everyone said I met them all. I met Sinatra. I knew all of them. I never met Elvis. Sometimes I feel I should tell the little fibs that I knew him well. I love Elvis, but I never met him. But I'm going to go see Graceland after this, I think. Come on! Don't you see a...
So you can't really meet somebody that you are. So obviously they were never in the same room together. Then I stood on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rising out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And on his horns 10 crowns, and on his heads a blasphemous name. Now we got the 7 country or kingdoms: Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, Medo, Persia, Greece, Rome, and a future end times global war, United States of America. And then we've got now BRICS starting, which is a coalition basically against the West. And it's Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, Belarus, Venezuela, Syria, Turkey, Sudan, and Libya. Now, I'm not going to break all this stuff down. I'm just going to give you as much information as I can. Now, the beast which I saw was like a leopard. His feet were like the feet of a bear, and his mouth like the mouth of a lion. The dragon gave him his power, his throne, and great authority. Now, how many times have we seen Trump being compared to a lion? So many. And I saw one of his heads as if it had been mortally wounded, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world marveled and followed the beast. Again, now, like what happened to Elvis? He was mortally wounded, and did he turn into Trump? Who knows? So they worshiped the dragon who gave authority to the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, "Who is like the beast? Who is able to make war with him?" And he was given a mouth speaking great things and blasphemes, and he was given authority to continue for 42 months, 3.5 years. What happened during the election period of 2020? We had the third term of Obama, and then we have him extend his term or his presidency for another 3.5 years. Now, does that mean it's going to be this one or the next one? Because by constitutional law, you're allowed to serve 2 consecutive terms. So this could be the next one. And the reason I'm saying that, I'll talk about in a second, because I don't think this term is exactly where we need to be yet. But again, I'll keep going. Then he opened his mouth and blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name, his tabernacle, and those who dwell in heaven. It was granted to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and authority was given him over every tribe, tongue, and nation. All who dwell on earth will worship him, whose names have not been written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If anyone has an ear, let him hear. He who leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He who kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. The reason I say I don't know if we are at the right term right now is because Elon Musk, who I think possibly could be the dragon that gave him Trump all of his power. If we look at what happened during the election, he basically paid for Trump to get back into office. And then there was that weird thing with Elon Musk's kid saying to Trump that, my dad is president, not you, blah, blah, blah. And then we got Elon Musk building this thing in Texas that's going to be producing chips at a mass rate that are going to have a Neuralink that can connect to your right hand or to your forehead. The beast from the earth. Then I saw another beast coming up, which I think is Elon, out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb and spoke like a dragon. And again, doesn't he have like this dragon thing that he wears, like coat or something like that, Elon? And he exercises all authority of the first beast in his presence and causes the earth and those who dwell in it to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. Now, again, he paid basically for people to start worshiping Trump and start voting for him like crazy. So Elon could be this second person. He performs great signs so that he even makes fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. Again, we got Elon Musk with his rockets going into space, which you can't do anyways. And then we've got Trump bombing Iran, fire coming out of the sky. And he deceives those who dwell on the earth by those signs which he was granted to do in the sight of the beast, telling those who dwell on the earth to make an image to the beast who was wounded by the sword and lived. Elvis, Trump. He was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should be both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. Now, I wanted to talk about the image.
Making the exact same face as he is here.
It has an image of Donald Trump on it. It's from the 15th century. I look up at this gentleman here, look really closely. It can be no other than the Donald himself. And yet this is some 250 years old. How did they know?
Why 2 disembodied heads, one literally floating over New Jersey, where the whole drone incident started? Like, what is this? God Emperor Trump.
The face of Trump is on a church from like 250 years ago. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. Now, the last thing I'm going to leave you with is a little bit of numerology. Now, there is a book in the Bible called Numbers. So numerology is a thing. In various numerological systems, Donald Trump's name often equates to 424 or 666, depending on the method used. In Hebrew gematria, his name is associated with 424, equivalent to Messiah from the house of David. Let's not forget small hat Trump. While some calculations using English gematria connect to his name or variations like Donald Trump to 666. Now, again, is that reaching? I don't know. Is that all of this reaching? Is any of this true? I have no idea. But I think it kind of adds up if you really look at it. But again, I'm not trying to lead anybody astray. It all just came to me when I was reading. I wrote it down in my Bible. I'm like, I got to make a video about this. Haven't made a video in a long time. Anyway, what do you think? Leave it down in the comment section down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace.
I'll say, oh, what does he mean? I don't think I'm going to make it to heaven. I'm doing a great job for a lot of people, but I don't think so. I'm just not worthy of heaven. I'm not going to make it. And I was having a good time going, I was having fun. I hope to make it. But I doubt I will, to be honest with you. A lot of you will. I'm not so sure.